Hello guys, you're welcome to my official YouTube channel at Ask Barrister Blessing. On this channel, I do educational videos on website designs, graphic designs, automation of AI tools, and many more. Peradventure, this is your first time of watching my video. Kindly subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified of my new videos. My name is Blessing. I am a tech coach. I teach website design, graphic designs, automation of AI tools with a legal lens. In today's video, I will be talking about your first step into website designs. Yes, you want to learn website design or you want to create a website for yourself. Your first step, the first thing you should do, the first thing you should have is what I want to talk about today. Can I hear the sounds of clap? Yes. I was as curious as here when I first signed up for my website design class. Today, I want to talk about your first step into website design. Now, we are talking about website. What is website? Website is a collection of web pages that can be accessed through the internet. And when we are talking about web pages, these web pages can be in form of media, can be in form of visual assets or functional assets that are linked to the same domain. The word domain is what is leading us to our topic for today, the first step into website design, which is what? Your domain name. Once you have made up your mind to have a website, what comes to your mind is, what name will I use for my website? Or peradventure, you approached a website designer or developer. The same thing the person is going to ask you is that, what name do you want to use for your website? So now, what is your website name? So when I ask you, what is your domain name? What I'm simply saying is that, what is your website name? So today we are talking about domain name. Domain name simply means your name. As I said, website name. For instance, we have different kinds of websites. We have Google, www.google. That's a domain name. We have www.facebook. That's a domain name also. So now, what I'm trying to say is that your domain name is your name. Tell me, what is your name? Are you Priska? Are you Jamal? Are you Richard? Whatever your name is, that's your domain name. You may decide to have a website in your name. Yes, you may be a celebrity, or you might have been trading in your name, so you can use your name as a website name. And if you decide that you're not going to use your name as a website name, in my next video, I will be talking about things to consider before you arrive on a name. But for today, I'm talking to you about your domain name. I want you to understand what your domain name is. Your domain name is your name. It is as simple as that. But let me take you a step further. It is also called your URL, which is your uniform resource locator. When we are talking about uniform resource locator, don't be scared, my dear. Just go and relax. What it simply means is that it is your address, your online address. No matter how technical these names may sound, domain, URL, whatever, when you are hearing it and you are not a tech-oriented person, you may feel that, oh, this website design is not my thing because of the technical names that are involved. My dear, go and relax. Behind every technical name is a meaning. And the meaning for URL is simply your address. So for instance, if you're in a marketplace and you are trying to locate a child whose name you don't know, my dear, how are you going to locate that child? Is it going to be easy? My guess is as good as yours. It won't be easy. That is the reason why you should have a name. Your name is your address online. That your name is your address. So domain name means your unique name that you want people to know you for, or that can be used to have access to you online. So now what I'm trying to say is that your domain name is simply www.yourname. It is your online address. Professionals who are aware of this, they don't joke with it because they know that it is through their online address that they can establish their brand, exhibit the level of expertise, and also expand reach for themselves. So today, what name do you want to use for yourself? What address do you think people can use to have access to you, whether they know you or not? That is the work of URL. From any part of the world, anybody can easily locate you with your URL, which is simply your name. www.yourname. You see Google. If you want to go on Google now, you see www.google. If you want to go on Facebook, www. Those things are names. They are just domain names. In the subsequent video, I'll be talking to you about extension, because I already promised you that the next video will be centered on what you need to consider before you conclude on a domain name. If the domain name you want to use, the name you want to use is for business, if your website is for business. So now what I'm trying to say is that there are also extensions after domain name. You see that after you type www.google, you see type another .com. That thing .com is an extension. That will be in subsequent video. But for the next one, it will be what you need to consider before you conclude on a domain name. Now, my assignment for you is that go and sit down, go and think of a name that you think is good enough to represent you online. Remember, a domain name represents you as a brand online. So go and think of that name that you think can represent you online. And if you're unable to come up with a name, let's say for instance, you don't want to use your name, because I already told you that if you're using your name, it's simple. You can use your name, w.yourname. Simple. But if you don't want to use your name, meet me in my next video. Let us come and conclude on another name you can use for your domain name. See you in my next video. Bye.